Everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Michelle with Country Morning Creations, and I am here to show you my February Traveler's Notebook flip through. Let me start out by explaining a little bit about what I do. I created last fall, somewhere along the line, a folio to hold Traveler's Notebooks in. And I like this better than the soft ones. It's harder, and I feel like it's a little bit more durable. Adding, corner protectors. This is actually Tyvek that has been stained to look more like leather. This is from the Wallflower Tim Holtz paper pack. So I created this, and in my previous January Traveler's Notebook journal, I talked about how I liked having a traveler's notebook for every month because I felt like that was more doable. And if you want to go back and take a look at that, feel free. And then inside, it has lots of places to hold things. Here's my January one. You can see the flip through of that. I'll even post a link below if you want to take a look at that. And then my second traveler's notebook in here is just a calendar with notes and ideas in it. And then in the back I have, this is actually another little pocket, and I have more just paper that if I need to rip something off, I can. Let's get into my February notebook. This time, as you can see, the lace is sticking out, and I loved that look, but the problem was when I went to close this, see how it pulls on the lace? So one of the big changes I made going into February is you don't see the lace really sticking out. I wanted to keep this clean so that it was easier to fit in my folio. I decided that this year I'm going to use only the Tim Holtz Wallflower paper for my covers, and it's just the cardstock. Isn't that pretty? I love that with the bird and all of that. It already comes a little bit collaged. This and this are both from Nick the Booksmith. I will post a link to her, probably at least her Instagram account. You can get access to all her other accounts from there. And I did a little bit more layering. I did the cardstock behind this, that craft papery colored cardstock last time, and this time I've added a little bit more with just some, I can't think of the name of the fabric off the top of my head, but just a little bit of textile behind it. And then I think I did this last time as well, but this time I put a layer of lace behind it, and I love dangles, so I couldn't resist putting a little heart dangle on there. So that's that. And of course I did sewing, so I have lots of threads hanging out both ends. I did decide this time I'm put a lot more ephemera in it. I put a pocket on the front. I'm trying to think, I printed these out. Oh, these are also from Nick the Booksmith. I printed these out. A lot of this ephemera is from Nick the Booksmith. This is Memories, again, from her. This is a journaling card and a tag, and I used my crocodile to put a grommet in there. I think I got this from the old design shop. She has great things, and this printed out in green because my black was running out for some reason. So this has a very green tint to it, and I love that because if you see, the inside is very green, so I used a lot of green in here. So this is the social code. Let's see if it has 1895 by the Butterick Publishing Company. So I just felt like that was something fun to put in here, so I put that, and I've got this, and you'll see more stuff throughout it. Lots of coffee dyed paper. I'm a coffee dye person. Again, a tag, and then a postcard from Nick that is a journaling card. Graph paper. I sewed some, this is kind of a lace that I have. I got it from Walmart. And more coffee dyed paper. Edith Holden, the February one. So I'm putting a monthly page in all of mine. These are really cute. So this is, again, this is a postcard. Oop, there we go. It's that way. from Nick the Booksmith, but she also has these little tiny envelopes, and inside it is actually a little that says thank you. So these are so tiny and so cute. I had to include them. I don't know that I'll use them, but they're really tiny and cute. The other thing you'll notice is I have a lot of these flips in here. One of the things that I do with them is I go back and decorate them as I am journaling. So let me show you one of them in, this is my January one, and so for example, this one I did some hole punching. Let me see if I can find another one real quick. Oh, here's a great example. I have some other stickers, and so I just put some stickers along here, and this was talking about how we had a snow day and my plans for the snow day. So that's why I love these little flips on the edges, and it's great because then I'm not losing all of this. If you use an 8.5 by 11, this is that extra fold over. So I have this to decorate in February. I played with a digital print on my tracing paper, my coffee dyed tracing paper. I love the sound of tracing paper coffee dyed. It has that wonderful crunch. So this is from a digital kit by Nick. More sewing. This is just some cardstock that I stitched on. Again, this is heavily a writing journal for me. This is, wow, I am not thinking well this morning. But it's ribbon that I've just done here. I'm sure all of you will comment below with what all this stuff really is called. I just can't remember. I love pink. This is from Nick the Booksmith as well, and this is another one of her envelopes. And I just have that all paper clipped in there so I can move it around if I want. Another one. So this is interesting. I have a Canon printer, and I have found that it'll say it's run out of ink, and I'll hit the OK button on my printer, and it will continue to print with that ink until it completely runs out. Well, this is how I know when it's run out. Can you see this? I ran out of the yellow right at the very end of that. Oh well, I decided it's for me only. I'm going to use it. So tracing paper again, coffee dyed paper, some more lace that I stitched down. That's that Edith Holden. So another one of these flips that I've left blank, but trust me, it will get filled in. Then at the back is another piece. This is just part of, it's just a tag that I made, a simple tag that can go right there. And this is another tag from Nick the Booksmith. There were 4 to that page. And this is my graph paper again. More coffee dyed paper, another flip, and another tag that I made using the paper. This is all the leftovers from this paper, this piece of cardstock. So another Nick the Booksmith, it's just plain white on the back. And this is a tag that I have here, and that all just tucks back in there. And that's the end, and that's my Country Morning creations. I'm just putting those in the backs of my journals. So I hope you have enjoyed the flip through of my February one, very different from my January one. And come back again in March, or at the end of February, I will have my March book up. And I hope I have encouraged you and inspired you to be creative today.